Hi everyone.
Hi.
It's been a while. I know in my last video I said the next video I'd put up would be a review of Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, but that didn't happen because I've been busy. And I did get to go to the movies today, but I saw something else that wasn't Star Wars, so I'm going to do a video on that later.
Yeah.
Um,
Today's video is going to be about Toy Story 4.
yeah, which I know kind of belated, but like this is
Who cares?
yeah, that's true. But yeah, this is the fourth installment of the Toy Story films, which the original trilogy concluded all the way back in 2010, and it's kind of weird how it's like they just decided, like, hey, let's do another one, and
Well, sometimes coming up with a good idea takes time.
yeah, and it's like that was something that a lot of people had a lot of skepticism in regards to Toy Story 4 when it was announced because the third film was such a great ending.
Personally, I think they did a great job with the number 4.
Oh yeah, like if anything, this actually works as like a really good epilogue. Like three was a great ending, and the fourth one, kind of acts as almost just like a little, like kind of like bonus thing, just kind of like filling in the blanks here and there of what happened afterwards. In which the story picks up, like I'd say maybe like a couple of years after Toy Story 3. Like, what would you say the time frame of
I
this
actually
is?
think it's supposed to take place probably just before Woody gets the new kid.
No. It's like at the end of Toy Story 3, like Woody and the gang are given to that new kid Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this takes place, I'd say.
I'd say around there.
Yeah.
Because doesn't he get the whole upset feeling about what happened to Bo Peep?
Yeah.
At the end of that one?
Yeah, well, it's like it was actually something that happened like right at the beginning of Toy Story 3 where it's like they ask, like, hey, it's like, remember what happened to Bo? Which was something that kind of bothered me about Toy Story 3 was that they acknowledged that she disappeared, but they never really go into detail why, which is what this one actually does.
Is go into detail why she just all of a sudden disappeared from Toy Story.
Yeah. And, it's like, it's kind of interesting because this is actually a movie that kind of crams in a lot of things, but it doesn't feel like a mess because it's like, like one of the big things that the movie adds is like, these Toy Story movies, like they are meant for all audiences that anyone can enjoy, but on some level they're kind of like horror movies because they get into like these like weirdly existential ideas about life and like
it can get depressing.
Oh God. And it's like, especially with the new character who's introduced, Forky, who's voiced by Tony Hale from Arrested Development fame, who is
Forky.
He's...
I'm a crocheter, and ever since Toy Story 4 came out, I've been seeing images of Forky as hats, afghans, and things like that. Which I just picked up a new thing
it's
yesterday.
Yeah, but it's like, and Forky is this little toy that Bonnie made on her first day at school.
Because, with the help of Woody.
Yeah, Woody provided the materials when she wasn't looking, and she, like, put all the things together.
Yeah, even though everybody told him, no, don't go to preschool with her.
Look, Bonnie just needs, it's like she needs some help on her first day at school.
Yeah, because that's what Andy needed on his first day of school.
Yeah, which, like, on some level, it's like, what I like here is that, like
he never gives up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, his, it's like, like his attempts at goodwill kind of slightly backfire when Forky kind of turns out to be a toy who's just like, ah! He's completely terrified of his own existence.
And finally, like, halfway through, Forky's just like, oh, I'm supposed to be a toy. Okay.
Well, it's like, it also, like a good chunk of the movie is almost kind of like Woody having to play parent to Forky, explaining him basically the meaning of life and everything.
And no other toy understands how important Forky is to
Woody. To Bonnie.
To Bonnie,
Yeah.
the little girl.
Yeah, except Woody. Like, they're just kind
Woody's the only one who understands how important Forky is to Bonnie.
Yeah.
Because Woody was that important
to Andy. Yeah.
And it's like, unless you're that toy that is that important to the kid, you're not going to know what a toy means to the kid.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a toy that they made.
I'm just curious, what did you think of the character of Forky?
That's what I thought.
Aw, you didn't like Forky?
No.
Aw.
I liked the comedy that he brought into it, but... Oh, why?
Well, it's interesting, because it's like, kids make things out of toys all the time. So it's interesting to kind of explore the concept of, what if we have a toy who isn't designed to be a toy at all in the first place?
Yeah.
And what if it's just something that's just kind of disposable, and then it's given that awareness of, no, I belong in the trash. I'm not supposed to be a toy. What's going on here?
Which, for any of you who have not seen Toy Story 4, he feels like he belongs in the trash.
All the time. Like,
that's why Woody is a quote-unquote parent to Forky.
Hell, his first words when he gains sentience are trash. He's like, trash? No, Forky, you're a toy. Trash.
It takes him forever to come up with the word toy.
Yeah.
Or any other word besides trash.
I know, but it's fascinating. I told you this, but there was one critic who I like, Matt Lynch, who gave the film a positive review, and he said that, he liked this as much as the other ones, and he said in particular he really related to the character who just wants to be thrown into the trash.
Well, to be honest, everybody has their moments where they feel like they belong in the trash.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, who doesn't? But one of the other things that happens in the movie is that... let me pause it. Sorry about that. Stuff happened. Anyway.
He was interrupted.
Yes. But, to get to kind of one of the other big significant points of the movie is that it's also about the, the Woody reuniting with Bo Peep.
That and, one toy trying so hard to find her place.
Gabby.
And then being thrown away and then given a second chance. Or pretty much forced into the second chance. But by the time that second chance actually comes along, she's more, oh, I should do this. 'Cause look at that poor girl. She's crying.
What's interesting about the character of Gabby is that it's like they almost kind of set her up as like a villain at first.
Because she is. She stole Woody's voice box.
But, she
literally blackmailed Woody into giving up his voice box.
Yeah. But it's like when she's finally given the thing she wanted, it backfires. And she's just like, oh no.
You can have your voice box back.
Yeah, it's just one of those like...
And at that point, Woody doesn't care.
Yeah. And the character of Gabby and also her minions, those...
Creepy.
Whoa, they look... You remember that show Goosebumps?
Mm-hmm.
They look like the Slappy Dolls.
I don't like it.
There was even a Shining reference with them, if you noticed.
Oh boy.
The music when they first introduced them and we hear that record playing, it's the same music that they play at the Overlook Hotel.
Yeah, where Gabby is having her morning stroll.
And
I like how they depict her as the one toy you do not want to cross.
Yeah.
In that secondhand shop.
Oh God.
It's actually an antique shop, but it's more like a secondhand shop.
Yeah. We actually see a bunch... Oh, sorry. You go.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we do see a bunch of other toys in there, including
A ripped in half zebra.
Yeah, but like the best one is Duke Kaboom.
Oh boy.
Who's like this Evel Knievel type voiced by Keanu Reeves, who has like this like kind of tiny arc he goes through where it's like like he was abandoned by his original owner because he couldn't make that one jump. I'm so sorry, LeJean.
Talk about one track minded.
And there's it's like, and then there's like another story going on where Buzz like he kind of like starts to like listening to like his inner voice by literally
Inner voice.
by literally pressing the little voice command buttons he's got on him.
Yeah, which this is what I don't like about the series is in the first one he's stupid and then he gets smarter. And then by the third one, he's pretty smart.
Yeah.
But then the fourth one comes and he's a doofus.
Yeah, it's like that was actually
all over again. It's like, you don't just lose that knowledge over the course of just a new movie.
It's like there was a criticism that I did see that some people felt like like Buzz like was kind of underused, or people had issues with the way he was integrated in the movie in comparison to Woody.
Yeah.
And the stuff going on with Bo Peep and such.
I liked what was going on.
No. I'm saying in comparison, like people had issue with what was going on with Buzz in comparison to how good the Bo Peep and Woody stuff was.
Yeah, because that was just crap. You do not by the third movie make one character really smarter than he was in the first one, and then all of a sudden dumb him down to like a grain of rice type of...
That's exaggerating. Like, it's like...
That's how dumb he was.
I was going to say to myself, but I was just kind of thinking, to an extent, like, he did go through a factory reset from Toy Story 3. Remember that?
But he still gained back quite a bit.
He did. I'm just allowed to pull your leg, right? Come on. Let me have my fun.
But that was a real crappy thing they did to Buzz, making him revert back to an idiot after he had been pretty smart by the end of the third one.
And, like another issue I did have with the movie is that, it's like this, there's like kind of like a middle section where I kind of feel like the movie kind of becomes, like sort of like a series of set pieces that don't fully contribute to the story. Like it just kind of feels like we're just kind of like doing stuff to fill in space.
Yeah, to actually it together.
Yeah. Where it's like I kind of wish that maybe they should have taken a little more bit of a leaner approach. I'm sure that would have resulted in a shorter movie, but it would have been a little more concise. Like it's like because it's
either
like
that or make it a little longer with stuff that actually fit.
Yeah, but it's like all these criticisms we have kind of melts when it comes to that ending. Like
what with Gabby?
Yeah, which
he does not cry that easily or often. But the scene with Gabby finally getting her moment to be that toy for some kid, be the toy that helps them through something that they probably wouldn't be able to get through without a toy.
That broke me.
Through it.
That broke me.
He cried.
That really did break me. Hell, I'm kind of tearing up. My eyes are getting red just talking about that right now. What the fuck? You said you were even tearing up a bit towards the end too. Like you were relieved that I was crying first.
I had to actually distract myself to get myself not to cry. Because I don't like crying. I have asthma, so when I cry, I end up throwing up. Because I have severely uncontrolled asthma.
Yeah.
But
it's like that crushed me. And then after
for him, I've shown him some pretty good stuff where you would normally cry at.
Mm-hmm. And I am moved I am
It
moved.
moved him, but it didn't make him cry like it would a normal person.
This thing, on the other hand, just kind of kicked me in the teeth.
Like, if any of you out there know Fried Green Tomatoes, you know that's a very moving movie.
Oh yeah, good movie.
And that at some point, you can actually feel the pain of a few of the characters to the point where you're crying yourself. He did not.
Hey, I still like the movie.
He was moved by it, but he did not cry.
And of course, you know, it's like the other thing that made me tear up even more was, you know, might as well, you know, we're already entering spoiler territory, but, you know, at the end when Woody ends up, you know, it's like leaving the gang because he kind of feels like, you know, Bonnie's, you know, like moved on with me and, you know, she's more into some of the other toys. And because he's with both.
He feels, I think throughout the entire thing, he feels more or less replaced by
Forky.
Yes.
But instead of like being bitter about it, he's okay with it.
Yeah, because he knows that there's always that one toy that means more to the child than others.
Mm-hmm.
So he was actually willing to try and condition Forky into knowing that he's a toy and being okay with it before he left. Before he finally made his decision to stay with his true love.
Which, man, Bo Peep got a friggin' upgrade in this.
I love Bo Peep in this one.
Wow.
She is totally badass.
Like, damn, I did not expect that. You know, it's like...
No, yeah, I thought she was gonna be a girly girl forever.
Me too, but it's like, no, she's like full-on action girl and shit. Like, it's like, yeah. God damn, woman.
She turns her removable skirt into a cape and everything.
And she's got pants on, and it's like...
Oh, that's actually part of the outfit.
Oh, it was?
Her original outfit. That's what's underneath.
Oh, okay.
That's actually, more so correct of that time period that she's from.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Pantaloons kind of thing.
Okay. But it's like, and she even has like her, was her hairstyle different? Like, did it look kind of different to you?
She had more of a pinup girl kind of style.
Yeah! And it's like she's still using like her, you know, like herding cane, but it's like she's using it more as a weapon now.
Yeah.
And her little sheep, kind of like, you know, like they're a little more rugged now too.
Yeah, they're a little more badass too.
Yeah!
They're a little slow on the roll when it comes to finding stuff that they can use.
You have to admit, it was funny though when Woody misremembered their names and they all had that like bitter look on their faces, like,
and
you asshole.
To be honest, it had been a long time since you'd seen them. But if I were them, I'd be mad too. It's like, you remember our owner,
but you don't remember us, you jackass. You know, like one of the other toys, which I was a fan of. What was their names? Let me look at them. Let's see. Oh, Ducky and Bunny.
Oh God.
These two plush toys that Buzz encounters at this carnival.
No matter what, they want to reveal themselves to humankind.
And it's like everybody has to keep on reminding them, no, you can't do that, man.
No, you have to be a toy in front of the humans.
And it's like they even come up with these like cockamamie schemes to like, you know, like attack other humans into giving them the things they want. One of them, they dub their attacks as Plush Rush.
And then there's one point where, what was that guy's name again? The bicycle guy.
Oh, Duke Kaboom?
Yeah. Where they're making up a scenario and the rabbit has laser eyes.
Oh, yeah, they turn giant. They start destroying the entire carnival and everything.
And Kaboom's just like, you really have laser eyes? And the rabbit's like, yeah. He's like, cool. It's so stupid.
But it's hilarious.
Your face is...
So...
Your face is red.
Look, you know I like silly shit like that, okay? Like, I'm into bizarre, absurdist humor, so seeing two plush toys turn into giant Godzilla-sized style monsters and shoot laser beams out of their eyes amuses me deeply, okay? and don't act like you're above it all. You're into some goofy shit too.
Yeah.
Like the comedy bits in Soul Eater.
Well, yeah.
See, I got her to admit it.
But it's not as ridiculous as a stuffed animal with lasers.
Really? You're gonna go there?
Yes.
You're so full of shit. But yeah, like, you know, like for whatever faults I had with this, I was just ultimately moved by it, and this is definitely going to be high up there on my end of the year list, which I'm still in the process of tweaking and, you know, kind of going over some things. I think what I'm going to do for that is that I think I'm just, you know, it's like I'm just going to do a video on just the top 10. And it's like if people want to see what the full 25 looks like, I'll provide a link so that they can see what some of my other choices were. But I think I'm going to just stick to doing a top 10 and talk about those. But yeah, I loved this. I really did. And Barbara really liked it.
I had a blast too.
Yeah, it was great. And I think it was the second movie we watched the beginning of the new year. First one was Jennifer's Body.
Oh yes, we should do a review on that too.
Okay, all right. We'll see if we can. You want to do that after this one?
Maybe.
Okay, but yeah. So if you haven't already watched Toy Story 4, go for it. It's a great little epilogue to the to the original trilogy, and I don't know if I want a Toy Story 5 because this feels like just as good.
This feels like it's the end.
Yeah.
Although it would be kind of nice to see Woody and Bo Peep's adventures.
Maybe if they, it's like after they did Toy Story 3, they actually did some short films detailing like the toys' adventures.
Yeah, if they did a short film on Bo Peep and Woody's, adventures.
I'd be down for that. I would like to see just kind of like, even if it was just like one little short, I'd be okay with that because I'm curious to see what's going on with them.
Yeah.
Which I also just wanted to bring up
because of course working with Woody, you're gonna have your ups and downs.
And with Woody, I need to bring this up, but I honestly think this is one of Tom Hanks' best performances. Like, oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, tired.
It's late. I can see darkness outside the window, so
yawn. Just triggering something in her brain. Like I think like Tom Hanks has always done a good job as Woody over the other movies, but I can honestly say with this one, it kind of feels like there's like a certain heaviness to what he does with his voice in this. Like it kind of feels like there's like age in his voice that there wasn't in some of the other ones. Like it feels.
Well, at this stage, Woody is getting old.
Yeah.
So I like that they added that in there.
Yeah.
It's like, didn't all of them do that to all the characters? All the old ones? Anyways?
In a little bit, but it's like with Woody, it was kind of the most apparent.
Yeah, because they're getting old, and some are older than others.
Mm-hmm. So
in the voice, you really want to show that so you know how far they've come.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I liked. It's like, as I said, I'd even go so far as to say that this is one of Tom Hanks' best performances. I know it's kind of weird to say that for his voice in an animated thing, but damn it, I'm going to get on my podium and yell this until all of you motherfuckers acknowledge it. So yeah, Toy Story 4, great. Like, legitimately great. Good job, Pixar.
For some, I want to see how far they'll go.
Yeah.
Like Bo Peep and her sheep. They're porcelain. I want to see how far they'll go, and she's already got some battle wounds.
Oh yeah, she loses one of her limbs in this, and she's just like, I just need some tape.
And you can see on her other hand, her wrist is bandaged up.
Yeah.
So you know that something happened there.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, what?
So it's like, how much more damage can she take? And her little sheep, they lose a hoof.
And, oh god, that was so weird when that happened. God damn. Thanks for pointing that out. Or what about that skunk car that they had, where they had to constantly keep on replacing shit in it?
Oh no, they weren't replacing stuff, they were gathering.
Oh, gathering. Oh,
stuff that they could use.
Oh, okay. Alright.
But, that skunk car was...
That thing was awesome.
Very creative. It literally cleared paths for them.
That was awesome. Ugh, yeah. Man, who'd think we'd be talking this enthusiastic about a movie about toys, huh?
Definitely not this little one.
The beauty of cinema. Anyway, I'm going to be doing probably a few other videos. I'm going to be doing one on Uncut Gems pretty soon, and probably another one on Jennifer's Body with you. And, you know, just be on the lookout for anything else. I can't really specify exactly what I'll be watching soon. Like, there's still, like, a slew of stuff I need to catch up on.
Yeah, and the Star Wars thing, he might be watching that.
On video.
Yeah.
I've
Because he kind of missed the
big hype.
screening.
Yeah. I mean, it's still playing at Smitty's.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, then why didn't you go to that?
Because I wanted to see Uncut Gems more. Because it's like Uncut Gems was kind of like a movie where it's like, you know, like, which one's going to stay in theaters longer? The big, gigantic Star Wars thing? Or the, you know, like, gritty crime thriller that's, like, coming from an indie studio? Which one do you think's going to stay in theaters longer?
Well, maybe later on, if Star Wars is still in theaters, when he goes to watch it, he'll watch that.
Yeah.
And do a review on it.
Mm-hmm. As I said, you know.
For now, no spoilers on that.
Yeah. Anyway. Shall we stop for now? Alright. You have a good one, y'all.
Bye.
Oh, and Happy New Year.